For those of you that know me, you know that I love the board game Clue. I've been collecting it for 25 years, and I run a website called theartofmurder.com where we have some forums. We talk about Clue. If you haven't checked it out, be sure to do so. But the reason I bring that up is because I like to incorporate Clue into my Halloween haunt whenever I can. I named my haunt Body Creak Manor. It's kind of a play on words in many senses. Body creaking, meaning, I'm old, but also it's named for Mr. Body, the victim in the board game Clue. And creeks, I've got water features that run all through my yard that look like creeks, so it all kind of works. Anyway, on the haunt forums, or the Halloween forums that I am part of, we do a gift exchange every year called Secret Reaper. And one year, about 4 years ago, I think it was, one of my Reapers created these candles for me. I think they're awesome Halloween props, but they are based on the Clue game characters. So I thought we would take a close look at each of them because I think they are really cool. Okay, first up is Miss Scarlet. Now, she is the first suspect to move in the game of Clue, so I thought we'd take a look at her first. Note the red candle. I love the color choices that they made creating these with the really dark tones. But anyway, what I really like is the artwork that they've done. It's basically a shadow portrait. You can see Miss Scarlet here. I'm not entirely sure what they were going with in terms of her specific monsterness, but she's just got some oozing eyeballs and, something coming out of her mouth there, which kind of just makes me think of a dead body that's dripping blood out of her mouth. Next up, we have Colonel Mustard. I'm just going to move Professor Plum out of the way just a little bit there so we can see Colonel Mustard here. He has some vampire fangs. He's complete with a little war medal, so he's instantly recognizable as Colonel Mustard. I think he's pretty awesome. Next up in the game, we have Mrs. White. Just angle down here just a little bit because she is the smallest of the candles. She features a spider web and a little spider dangling down off of her forehead. She's pretty cool. You can kind of see her cap here as well. In the board game Clue, it actually started out as a game called Cluedo, which is a play on words of Ludo, which is basically Parcheesi, and that means I play in Latin. So Cluedo is a play on Ludo, and then we Americans call it Clue. Anyway, in the British version, she started out at least as a cook slash maid, so you can kind of see it's more of maybe a cook's cap that she's got going on there. Anyway, following Mrs. White, the reason that I bring up Cluedo is as well in Cluedo, Mr. Green, as we know him in America, is Reverend Green in other parts of the world. So Reverend Green here, as you can tell by his dog collar, has a bullet hole in the head. So that's pretty cool. Next up, we have Mrs. Peacock. Mrs. Peacock is the socialite, wealthy Black Widow type lady. She has blood dripping down from clearly her throat being slashed by her beautiful necklace there. And then last up we have Professor Plum. Professor Plum here, with his purple tie, is dressed as Frankenstein with some bolts in his neck and a little scar on his forehead. So that's them, the suspect group here. I really love her work on the candles. She has dripped the wax all down all of the candles. It gives it a great textured effect. I'm really impressed with the work that she's put into these candles. That's why I wanted to share them with you today. So what do you think? I think they're pretty awesome. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I really enjoyed sharing these with you because, again, I love Clue. I was really impressed with my Secret Reaper and the level of detail that she put into these candles. It's one of those products, one of those groups of products, I should say, that I enjoy looking at year round. I leave them out with my Clue display which is another thing I'm going to be sharing with you in the upcoming weeks. I'm going to be doing my Clue game reviews, so if you're interested in those, be sure to check those out, probably after Halloween. But anyway, that's it for these colorful characters, and I guess that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you around. Happy haunting, everybody. Take care.